So I guess part 2 heater channels. Before we get into that, I just want to show you a quick homemade body lift setup I've got here, because I'm going to be raising and lowering the body probably quite a bit in order to get the channels to sit right. You want to make sure all the bolt holes line up underneath through the chassis into the heater channel, and also that everything like the pillars and all the other spots line up nicely, which 100% of the time it never will. You're always going to have to do some fettling and whatnot in order to make everything fit, basically. But yeah, I made a quick stand. So because I have cutouts, also known as high back panels, that I bought, I'm able to do a body lift like this. You could do exactly the same, just put it under there, but it's pretty secure, rested in through there and out that side. And yeah, you can see how I've done it really. I cut out some grooves in the bottom of that piece of wood so the slot nicely into the jack to help some stability. It won't be up long, so this is going to work totally fine for what I need. The front end I can just jack up under the apron. It's already yeah, it's already pretty messed up anyway. Don't know whether you can see actually stuck a hit here, and yeah, it's reproduction rubbish on there. But as you will have seen there, I've cut everything out of the channel, the old one, the last few bits that were stuck up underneath. Managed to get them out. I haven't ground back exactly because I wasn't sure where this channel was going to fit and how it was going to fit, so I left as much as possible, but like I said, trimming will be required. But for now, so that's roughly where that sits, and you can see I've got quite a gap there, so this for me needs to be lifted up there, definitely. Another reason I believe that to be the case is because back in here, this lip, you can't see all that well, this lip has a cutout right at the very end for the end of the heater channel lip to sit up behind. Now, I'm not sure which way around this bit sits, whether it sits over the top of the cross member or under it. I would have thought under it. I'd have probably thought under it, to be honest, but I'm just going to try and get it fit for now. So yeah, we've got a gap at the top, you can't see anything there. Gap at the top, there we go, and at the bottom it's pretty snug. So that to me means it needs lifting up. However, as you can see, we're touching here, so we can't lift up. And from what I can work out, this apron is getting replaced and all that. That is roughly the right spot. Where this piece comes down at the edge, runs up. You've got all this leftover metal. This is from the old channel, I think. Yeah, it's got to be. So this needs cleaning off really. So I might do that and then see if that'll give me the room I need to get that back up into place around there. If not, it's just going to be a case of making it work, lifting it, forcing it, lifting it, maybe putting a jack up here just to raise it up. That gap, I've just cut some more out of that piece because remember there's double skins here, so that's why I've got a gap there. I've got a repair panel to go in there. I've took the front bulkhead piece out just so I can get this in place. Guess you could kind of say it's progress, I don't know. This was always going to need some work to get done. The other side's going to be the same. They'll never just fit perfectly. But from what I can see, where this carpet runner is, it's going to be right nicely up to where it should be. That one you can see is right up to the B post, and at the front you've got what, I don't know, half an inch or something, and pretty close. Can't deny that it does look damn sight better. Just having some metal in there makes a big difference. I'll clean up around here, I think, and see how that works. And then what I might do is bolt the channel down to the chassis, lift the body up, get these blocks of wood out at the back, lower it down, see where it sits. You're probably going to have to take them out at the front as well, because that is going to affect the position of things, but that shouldn't be too bad. Like I say, I'll just lift the apron up on the jack. No big deal really, but just making things fit. Hopefully we can get it in there nicely. Oh, also, yeah, so this closing plate on here, which closes off the back, the heater channel there, so it's open obviously, that's reproduction part. So it did have a lip coming across there, but I've bent it down just so I can get this back as far as possible, lift it up, and I can hammer that back under afterwards. It's not a big deal. But this is a reproduction panel. Like with everything, you have to make them fit. See, needs work doing around here, and endless amount of messing about to get things to fit. But yeah, you can see, let me bend that down. So I'm not sure if this bottom piece sits on top of the lip under here or underneath, but I'll go with this for now. I'll clean up that front air pillar a little bit. I don't want to take too much off, I'll just take the extra that's there, and hopefully that might be enough to get the back end in place. And then we'll see about lowering the body down, see how things line up. I've decided to take a different approach. So to make sure the bolts line up with the heater channel and the body and everything, I've bolted the channel in place on the chassis. The rubber gasket is also in place. Let's have a look. Yeah, see that right there? Gasket's in place all the way along. All bolts are in, except for one. You can see, there we go. They're all in. There's one that's slightly out. Just going to be a case of elongating the hole in the chassis so I can get the thread on there. So today I'm going to do, try and make this back end fit, because this is where it's going to bolt, so this is going to be where I need to get everything lined up. So as you can see, we've already got a piece here that's going to glide, so that for me can come this way a bit, then that might clear this. It might get up on that lip as well that's up behind here. This lip here might go up behind there, so I'm gonna hammer that up before. Yeah, I might try and make my alterations first actually before I lift the body. That'll be safer. So once I've done that, and I think I'll be safe to lower the body down and meet it, I will raise it up using my body wooden frame razor thing. Get that up high enough and I can take these blocks out, and then I will probably also do the same on the front end. I'll take the blocks out there because I want to make sure it's all sitting correctly and where it needs to be. And also for that, they need to have a rubber mount between this piece and the frame arm right there, where that thread's going through, basically that threaded bar's going through. It's supposed to be a rubber mount there, so I've got them, I believe. I'm going to try and work out which ones go where, and once I've beat this into submission, I'll lift it up, put them rubber mounts in and lower it down and see how things fit. I think the biggest issue is going to be this A-pillar, which is getting the peg anywhere. I think I'll do this on time lapse. I'll do the lift on time lapse. I won't bother showing any of this. I'm just gonna crudely hit it with a hammer into place so it fits up past there, and go from there. Hopefully it goes well. I can lower it down and it's not too far out. We shall see. The battery died on my phone, so I carried on working while it charged briefly, and I'll show you where we got up to. I think the last thing I was doing was trying to get these mounts in. So I got these rubber mounts in now. There is one underneath this plate, then one above, and this metal piece there. I don't have any of the hardware to fit them in place, but that's what you've got there. And then when we come to the back, there is just, as far as I can tell what I got in my kit, one like rectangular rubber piece under there, and there's like a metal spacer that goes in that. I'm not sure about on top of here. I'm going to have to, oh sorry, I'm going to have to do some investigating into that. And I have temporarily put the door back on. Where you can see so that's where I'm at. That fits in there nicely. By the time this is gone and I add to that and it comes down, it'll fit there nicely. The door fits quite nice. Inside, can work out. Remember, I'm replacing this A-pillar, so let's consider. It's not too bad up here. I think it probably needs a little bit of work. I would like that to be closer. All I would probably do is put a jack underneath here to bring it up and then weld it. That's probably what I'll do there. Bring that closer. And I've got that. Just took a little bit of hammer work. I had to do a relief cut there so it fit past. Hammering quite close. Overall, fairly happy. So the next part, I'm gonna probably this video will probably take the channels out. Get them ready for paint. Yeah, go from there. Primer them. Stone chip underneath. And I guess that's it really. I want to do the front bulkhead piece at the same time if I can. Try and get everything done. Although the other channel will be done separately because I'm going to have to make that fit first before I paint it. There's no point painting it and then chipping it all off. So yeah, not too bad. Good progress. And obviously I need a piece to go there to join here. I'm not too worried about that at the moment. So my main priority is just focusing on getting the heater channel put back in here. Right, that's going to do it for this one. I guess we'll see you in part 3. Thanks for watching.